Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Carchives. I'm in the process of building my S13 here, and this time we'll be tearing everything out of the engine bay and painting it, or trying to. Now I am not a painter. I don't have a lot of experience in this sort of thing, so I'll be doing my best to explain how and what I'm doing and any of the issues I run into along the way. But it'll be fun, it'll be a great learning experience. Now there's a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Alright, now that the 2JZ is out of there, it is time to get rid of all of this junk, we'll call it. Alright, once you got everything taken out and vacuumed up all the dirt, loose dirt and grime, you want to spray everything down with a good degreaser. Give it a good scrub, a good wipe down. If you have to, you can use a wire brush or something to break loose. And then once you get all that off, you can start your sanding. I started out with just a palm sander, but there's too many bumps and curves, so I just ended up grabbing the sandpaper and sanding the rest of it by hand. I started out with a 80 grit, moved my way up to 320 before I put on the first primer coat. As we're getting closer to priming this thing, I got one more grit to sand it down to. I'm going up to 320 before I do my primer coat, and then I gotta make sure, and then I gotta give it a good wash with some soapy water. Make sure all the grease is out. Make sure everything's sanded pretty evenly, and then mask it all off. You can see I've kind of started doing that. I'm gonna do like a makeshift paint booth type deal, so I don't have to move it. I went and got my paint, got my primer, got my clear, and the cool thing, well, it's nice. We'll get all these little extra pieces all cleaned up and prepped, and we'll use these for good test pieces for the spray gun settings and all that. Yep, we're almost there. Alright, I forgot to mention I got a little carried away while I was sanding, and I originally just wanted to do the inside of the engine bay. you know, just what you could see here. You know, what's gray right here, you know, the fenders cover that. And I was like, well, you don't really see that, so that's fine. Well, then I was like, well, if the bumper, the fenders come off, then I want it to look nice. I don't want it to look crappy. So then I was like, well, might as well do the wheel wells. And so I ended up taking out my suspension and prepping the wheel wells for paint as well. Alright guys, so I haven't recorded the actual spraying process just because it's a pop-up canopy, and so there's not really a whole lot of room or ventilation, and I don't want to get overspray on the lens, so that's why I haven't been recording the spraying process in montage, I guess. But I just laid down, I hope, the final base coat before I start top coating. Waiting for it to dry enough for that. My workspace is a frickin' mess, with all sorts of parts and everything. I did run into an issue, which is my own fault. The lack of proper tools, I guess. I haven't gotten the or a good even coat. It's kind of orange peely. I don't know if the camera's picking it up too good. It's very orange peely, and what I gotta live with. I hope the clear kind of levels it out a little bit. It's late. I thought I could do this after work in a timely manner on the clear, I guess. Well, it was a late night last night, and I got done around 3 a.m. For the last top coat. But here's what it looks like at the end. You know, overall, I'm super happy with how the color turned out. It's white enough, but still has a little bit of that creamy tinge to it. I did run into an issue with the air compressor. The tank wasn't big enough, and I'd start running out of volume, and so it's got a little bit of an orange peel to it. But that's something I should be able to buff out if I care that much. But I don't know if I care that much about it, because it's just gonna get covered up anyway. So, but overall, I am happy with how that turned out. I got a huge mess to clean up from the aftermath, and then after that we can start putting it back together and getting ready for the next steps in the build. I still have a couple things to do with the 2J before that gets thrown back in. I have some wiring harness repair to do. got all the masking off and my little paint booth put away, I get to see it in kind of a, well, at least my shop lighting. With the color, I'm happy with it. Really happy with the color. I definitely learned a lot on painting in general. Well, everybody says it's all in the prep work and all that, and which I agree with, and I think I did enough prep work. And I like to do things right. I like to do things to a professional capability, because I want things to look nice and I want to be proud of my work, and I did learn a lot. I'm still pleased with this. Obviously it can be better. I definitely need a bigger air compressor tank so I can have volume. That was, I think, the biggest cause of the orange peel. I would run out of the pressure needed to get a nice even coat very quickly into spraying it, or very quickly into the beginning of the coat, so it would then spurt out. I could throw a bunch of reducer at it, which I might do that next time as well, just to be sure, to kind of thin it out and make it fan, or just make it go through the spray gun easier. That's what this channel's about, I guess, right? Is progress, learning, improvement, education. I guess I could throw education in there. I could show you guys what troubles I've ran into and to help you guys avoid them. All right, now it's time to start putting this back together. Alright guys, the car is mostly back into the state it was before I painted it. The 2JZ is still out, and the wiring harness is not ran yet. I have a couple things to fix on it that the previous owner did, so I'll be trying to repair that, and if I can't repair it, I will have to get a new body harness. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys are experienced in painting and have any tips for me, or Anything I missed and didn't already mention, please let me know down in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Deuces.